Hello and welcome to today's presentation, Assisting with Daily Living. Introduction. Activities of daily living, ADLs, are the personal tasks we do during our daily lives. ADLs are generally divided into two categories, basic ADLs and instrumental ADLs. The developmentally and intellectually disabled individuals that we serve need assistance with a combination of both categories. Ambulatory individuals tend to need less assistance with ADLs than medically fragile individuals. Understanding levels of care. This slide depicts a level of care chart, and it shows activities of daily living for different levels. It has independent, then there's the assisted living slash supported living section, and then there's your skilled nursing section. Please take a moment to review all sections of this chart. Basic ADLs. The activities of daily living are a series of basic activities necessary for independent living at home or in the community. They are performed on a daily basis. There are many variations on the definition of the BADLs, but most organizations agree that there are 5 basic categories, such as personal hygiene, bathing, showering, grooming, nail care, and oral care. Dressing, being able to make appropriate clothing decisions and physically dress and undress oneself. Eating, the ability to feed oneself, though not necessarily the capability to prepare food. Maintaining continence, being able to mentally and physically use a restroom. This includes the ability to get on and off the toilet and cleaning oneself. Transferring mobility, being able to stand from a sitting position as well as get in and out of bed. The ability to walk independently from one location to another. The level of independence is based on whether someone can perform these activities on their own or if they will need help from a caregiver. Instrumental ADLs. Instrumental activities of daily living are similar to basic ADLs. These actions are important to being able to live independently, but are not necessarily required on a daily basis. The instrumental activities, IADLs, are not as noticeable as the basic activities, BADLs, of daily living when it comes to loss of functioning. IADLs can help better determine the level of assistance needed by a developmentally or intellectually disabled individual. The IADLs include basic communication skills, such as using a regular phone, a mobile phone, email, or the internet. Transportation, either by driving oneself, arranging rides, or the ability to use public transportation. Meal preparation, meal planning, cooking, cleanup, storage, and the ability to safely use kitchen equipment and utensils. Shopping, the ability to make appropriate food and clothing purchase decisions. Housework, doing laundry, washing dishes, dusting, vacuuming, and maintaining a clean place of residence. Managing medications, taking the correct amount of medication at the correct time, managing refills, and avoiding conflicts. Managing personal finances, operating within a budget, writing checks, paying bills, and avoiding scams. General strategies for assisting with ADLs. No matter what category of ADLs you are assisting the individual with, remember to provide person-centered care. Encourage them to express their wishes and make choices. For example, no, I don't want to means just that. Person-centered care is a philosophical approach, meaning that an individual with a developmental or intellectual disability deserves kind and supportive treatment and the rights we reserve for any other individual, namely dignity, respect, and autonomy. Person-centered care has the potential to reduce unwanted behaviors and improve both client and staff outcomes. Additionally, there are times when a caregiver and an individual may have different goals. For example, the individual may not want to participate in any activities. They may just want to watch TV. Assess the individual's ADL history through their care plan, family, or your team members. Consider the individual's personal preferences. How often, when, and how. Consider when the individual is least agitated or most cooperative. Consider what factors promote fear. And review what strategies have worked in the past. Consider verbal and nonverbal communication. Body language and tone are very important. Expressing needs. Watch for triggers. Please knock on the door before entering the individual's room. Get everything ready prior to starting and always announce yourself when you enter their room. Approach slowly and calmly. Make eye contact and smile. Assess their mood. Engage the individual by offering simple choices such as, do you want orange juice or apple juice? Repeat requests in the same words if needed. Rephrasing the request is confusing. Explain what you are doing. Be empathetic. For example, are you cold? Stay outside their personal space until they are comfortable. If they are anxious or agitated, leave and return later. You may need to send a different staff member to assist. Be flexible and allow lots of time. Individualize care. Consider influences such as culture, gender, past experiences, and religious background. Encourage them to do as much as possible. And if two people are needed, one person speaks and gives instructions. The following encourages independence with activities of daily living. Adequate lighting, putting items within easy reach, and praising the individual. And now we will discuss assistive devices. Specialized and durable medical equipment. Specialized and durable medical equipment includes devices or controls specified in an individual service plan that provides ease of use for an individual to perform activities of daily living, as well as assist the individual to interact more independently with their environment. Examples of specialized and durable medical equipment include wheelchairs, walkers, scooters, hospital beds, Hoyer lifts, transfer seats, and seat lifts. Assistive devices for bathing. These include bath transfer seats, grab bars, bath mats, bath seats, wash mitts, long handled brushes and sponges, and handheld showers. Assistive devices for oral care and hair care. This includes toothbrushes with built-up handles or cuffs, electric toothbrushes, long-handled combs and brushes, combs and brushes with built-up handles or cuffs. Assistive devices for toileting. These include elevated toilet seats, toilet seat handrails, commodes, and cleaning aids. Incontinence. Incontinence is the inability to control urination or bowel movements. It is most often experienced by medically fragile individuals. Staff will need to change the individual during the day or night if they are wet. Staff may also need to help clean and bathe ambulatory individuals if they have an accident. Management and treatment for incontinence. Treatment depends on the type and cause of the individual's incontinence. Options may include increased fluid intake of up to 2 liters a day, high fiber diet, training in good toilet habits, PRN medications such as short-term course of laxatives to treat constipation, and aids such as incontinence pads. Activities of daily living. Eating. When assisting an individual to eat, it is important to do the following. Make pleasant conversation, use appropriate size bites, ensure safe food temperature, monitor for choking or aspiration, encourage the individual to remain upright for 15 to 20 minutes after eating. When assisting an individual to eat who is visually impaired, the caregiver should describe the food on his or her plate as a face of a clock. For example, your peas are at 2 o'clock. Grooming. Individuals enjoy it when caregivers assist them with grooming for the following reasons. Being well groomed enhances their self-esteem. Being well groomed enhances their feelings of self-worth. Additionally, when assisting individuals with shaving, the following rules apply. If using an electric razor, the individual's face should be dry. If using a safety razor, the individual's face should be wet. Personal hygiene and bathing. The caregiver should always check the water in the shower first, then point the shower head away from the individual. This will allow him or her to feel the water with his or her hand. When washing an individual's face, the caregiver should use whatever the individual prefers. When cleaning an individual's genital area, the caregiver should remember to wipe from the front to the back. When cleaning an individual's dentures, the caregiver should put a washcloth in the sink and fill it with water to prevent damage. Transferring. From wheelchair to bed or chair, lock the wheels, disengage the footrests, and put the chair at a 45-degree angle. When assisting the individual to transfer, always bend at the knees. Ensure the individual is in a safe position before walking away. And ensure that his or her clothing is not twisted or pulled. Dressing. If the individual has a weakened arm due to a stroke, when dressing, you should put the sleeve on the weak side first. If the individual has a weakened arm due to a stroke, when undressing, you should take off the strong side first. Conclusion. PSA training. Although all direct care staff are required to know how to provide ADL services, those who are specifically hired as personal support aides will be given one-on-one training and an assessment by the RN after they have completed orientation training. One of the most important parts of the PSA training includes demonstrating skills and knowledge on how to provide assisted daily living services to the individuals. And now, what time is it? It's quiz time.